Welcome to the ninth episode of Alpha Mindset TV. This is SP the Artist, your host. If you're not yet a subscriber, please subscribe. Remember to like, share, and comment on the videos. Your comments will actually help us by letting us know that if our content is of any help to you guys. Anyway, by the end of the day's episode, you will actually figure out why switching this particular thing up can actually help stop you from running into dead ends. Anyway, let's jump right into it. As usual, guys, I try to keep this very informative, very short, simple, sweet, and to the point. Um, I don't have an exact book. I'm still doing research, but I am researching a doctor by the name of I think his name is Srikumar Rao, Dr. Srikumar Rao. I'm following his course right now. I'm paying closely attention to it and just researching it. I'm getting a lot of useful information. As a matter of fact, his particular course has sparked my interest in wanting to tackle the topic that I'm tackling today for you guys. It's pretty much is a good tip that you guys need to use. It's something that I've recently been using, and it has absolutely changed my life and it's setting me on a stronger course. Basically, what that is understanding what models you're using, and the only way to do that is to understanding that you're using a model to begin with. And what I mean by models is you have a model for everything. You have a model that you use to turn on the kitchen light, to prepare a meal. You have a model from getting from home to work, from work to home. You have a model on how you communicate with your mate within a relationship. The thing is to understand that life itself and your experience of life is not the way life is actually your model of how life is. Meaning that you can do things that's within your realm of control to change or enhance components of your life or your experience of life. Um, so with that being said, understanding what models you're using and if those are effective, if you want a certain outcome. If you're not using a realistic model for a particular outcome, then you must switch that model up in order to get a particular outcome. And the thing is to be aware that you're using a model to begin with. And then you can decide whether or not it's one that works for you in a particular for a particular purpose or not. So it really is important that we start understanding that we use mental models for everything, and we literally can change them. We don't have to get stuck on them. It's just oftentimes we get stuck on them because we're not even aware that we're using models to begin with. But that's pretty much how we learn, how we grow, how we perceive, how we solve problems is using models. And sometimes we find successful models a lot of times in our lives, but we don't understand that we can apply those same principles in other areas of our life. And so we complicate things that way. But it doesn't mean that we're bad people. We just don't understand. And it doesn't make one model right or wrong. They're all false, right? If you dig deep enough or um, dig deep enough, push hard enough, you can crumble any logic of any model apart. But the thing is the model useful to a particular end? If it is useful and if it's congruent, do you want to use that? Anyway, this is SP the Artist signing out for the ninth episode, and I hope that this was helpful to you. And just understand that it's not that you're a bad person; it's that you've been using poor models for your business, for your relationships, for your systems and your habits at work. You just change the model up and just test it. And if you ever find a model that's bad, don't judge it. Just throw it aside and then test a new one and find out what works for you. Anyway, this is SP the Artist sign out. Remember to subscribe.